47 titles, 30 regional titles, and even senior titles, and he bowls everything.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't wait for him to retire. I'm tired of losing him to him on the national tour. Walter Ray, though, has been around for a long time for a reason. He's very good at what he does. And here we go, first frame, Walter Ray starting the match.
Almost a 7-10.
And over the last probably course of the year, I would still say he's one of the top 5, if not top 3. A 9 spare start, not terrible, could have been a little bit worse.
So when Chris Barnes, who threw a 300 game in the last game in Las Vegas to jump from 9th to 2nd, an amazing move. He will start on the right lane and then bowl the second frame on the left.
All 3 of them broke the pattern down between 5 and 10. They stayed right. They didn't want to mess up the front part of the lane. None of them really have a high rev rate that's going to affect the way the lane changes anyway, but at the same time they want to curate as much hold and as much hook ride as possible. Great shot there.
So that is what you said before, so now the pressure is already on Walter Ray Williams.
Pressure is already on because he didn't strike the first ball.
Oh,
And
same
7.
shot. Going for 1.
Good one there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, the scoring pace is going to be high, so he knows that he needs at least 250 to 260, and right now his max score is 267. He realizes he probably can't miss.
Yeah, and he bowled the practice this morning with Chris, and
Chris Barnes, sponsored by Columbia Bowling. I believe he is throwing an Omen right now.
and there is number 4.
4th frame. Up with 40 to 50 youth players here from the local area. It's an opportunity to give back, which is always a lot of fun in my opinion. Trip 4.
Yeah. Trips to Paris, which is nice.
Yeah, you know, well, the best thing about that was because of the cooperation from Brunswick. Brunswick is actually the ones that took care of all the expenses for the 3 players.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Nice little bonus.
Nice
Especially
little bonus.
with,
Yeah.
you know, Walter Ray is a Brunswick guy, so that's, you know, we love to have.
Just because I mentioned that, Chris Barnes and Liz Johnson have both won on the European Bowling Tour already.
Correct.
And of course, Walter Ray is using the opportunity to bowl in the Brunswick Euro Challenge this week.
Good shot there.
That's number 5. Set. Okay, you're already qualified for the finals. Was what do you have? 14-20, 14-23 yesterday.
I had a little bit more. I bowled 14.88, but I was 3rd in the squad.
You was third. Yeah.
6-bagger for Chris Barnes. Knows those are important shots there because if he misses at any time, he gives Walter a little bit of breathing room. I think is not enough. Unfortunately, the 7-10 I think is going to come back and haunt Walter Ray.
Gets less run. Yeah. But he's still trying, and that's different to most of the tournaments.
Sometimes they fall your way, and sometimes they don't. Seventh frame here. Greek Church.
Okay. The Greek Church.
Walter throwing the double X Nexus, which is the strongest ball in our line. Anytime it's a little slow. Oh, he made it.
God. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's more more
Okay.
applause than Chris gets.
Chris marked the rest of the game. Before it was Chris could do whatever he wanted the next couple frames, maybe experiment with another ball. Chris is thinking great shot here though. Throw a strike.
Okay, he gets this one as well.
And you know, that one looked a little fast to me. It got down the lane a little bit longer before it turned over, and he got the shaker 4-pin to fall. So
it's all about how high.
well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to miss, you want to leave something you can make.
Yeah. Okay.
Chris is thinking good shots, you know. Flat 10 for Walter.
They squad, but he made it. He was 8th with 1,357, which should
Which is a
be
good score
Yeah,
than
we-
that, but you
yeah,
know,
2 big scores yesterday. Tom Hess, USPC Masters champion, as well as Sean is.
and Dino Castillo.
277, 264, and 276.
Pretty good bowling.
We finished with 1533 and 1531. Sean was third, was 1488, and
got a
Tommy
hook.
Jones had a 1420 and left the 10 pin. Okay,
Missed the 10 pin, unfortunately. Sometimes it's the best miss, though, is to not shoot 300. Walter Ray being on the top there, max score of 231. Chris Barnes on the bottom already has 237. Good shot there after the mistake, missing the spare. Wants to get his mind back in the right frame of mind.
strike number 10. And strike number 11 in the semi-final match between Chris Barnes and Walter Ray Williams. Final score, Chris Barnes 267. And let's see if Walter Ray can finish with 231.
Good shot there by Walter.
Yeah, most probably the best in this game. But what I think what the people here will keep in mind is that he spared the Greek church. I mean,
The only thing you remember about this game is not that Chris Barnes had the front 8 and shot 267 to win. It was Walter Ray made the Greek
yeah,
church.
this is what the people will talk about as usual. Barnes and Walter Ray Williams, and that's typical. It's not typical for the PBA, and it got even this one. Come on.
All right.
Good
Walter-
show. Final score of the semifinal match. Chris Barnes beats Walter Ray Williams 267-231 and advances to the title match against Liz Johnson. The Euro Challenge next Sunday. My name is Herbert Bickel. I'm the editor of bowlingdigital.com, and I'm here with 4-time PBA champion Sean Rush, Brunswick staffer. And in the finals,
Here we go. Liz Johnson deciding to start the match.
okay,
Close game. And, you know, it's a lot easier to win on the bench than throwing it for the cheese. So,
yeah, Chris is off from a great start against Walter Ray Williams. Won the first match 267-231. After the finals, you can check out the World Bowling Tour rankings as well as the European Bowling Tour rankings on bowlingdigital.com, and we will cover the Brunswick Euro Challenge live this week.
playing that Chris was seeing through practice, that's why she put him over there to finish. Honestly, watching Chris throw that shot, it looked like his balance was a little off. So normally when balance is off, since
Important shot for Liz now.
absolutely filling frames is the keys to victories in title matches. That shot's also left.
Also, yeah.
3-6-10, ball red soon.
And keep in mind, she gets 6 pins handicap this game, and she misses it.
Chops to spare.
And this is for the $20,000 top prize, and the second place, just half of it, $10,000. So
Yeah, big difference. You know,
Yep.
20,000s can do a lot of things. So Good shot there. Good rebound for Liz.
The two players strikes on the right lane and the other strikes on the left, which is...
So far, that's the way it looks like. Chris was pretty dialed in on the right lane the first game. It's close.
And gets it. Or change speed rather than change ball.
His ball speed will stay the same. His ball, he's not going to change balls. I would anticipate he probably moved one left with his feet, kept his eyes the same, and just created a little bit more angle through the front part of the lane.
Oh, much better. And the first double.
First game by 1. Liz Johnson back on the right lane. That's a good shot. It's got to hook a little bit.
Not enough. A 2-4.
We'll spare though. Spare for Liz Johnson. Good shot. High flush, 10 in the pit. So far, Liz Johnson 3 for 3 on the left, and one good shot on the right lane, one bad shot on the right lane. A little slow.
A little high. Back on the left lane, where he got the strike in frame 4 and
he's only
4-6.
Only missed once so far in a game and a half. So.
Oh, great shot.
Great shot there by Chris.
So, including the handicap, she's down by 14 pins.
Yeah, this is do or die here.
Yeah, she
Needs
must
to
figure
strike.
out the right lane, and she doesn't. Oh, enough for her.
She's going to be down 30 going into the last 3-4 frames.
And Chris will be back on.
The question to me right now, just watching, and this is what bowlers go through all the time when we're on TV matches, is what lane you want to start on and what lane you want to finish on. And she must have saw something on that right lane that she liked that right now I can't tell what it was, because 3 shots she had. Chris is just looking one frame at a time now, right now though. One good shot, keep the pressure on, but took a re-rack. He must not like what he saw down lane. Little kid screaming in the background there.
But even this doesn't disturb Bruce Barnes.
This is the one he wants, because he knows here if he goes spare in the 9th and 10th, it's over.
This is not what people want to have when they bowl against Chris Bond, that he feels comfortable and you're in trouble.
Chris is a strategist. He loves to plan out the future. Missed it. Oh, hell.
And still got it.
So,
Yeah,
I think he knows he got away with one there.
jumped on that, and he gave Liz a little bit room in the second frame, and she opened as well.
Ball change by Liz Johnson.
And, yep, strike on the right lane, her first. 6 handicap.
114. She's down 34 pins.
34 pins.
She has to have them all. This has got to be a strike.
Oh, and that's a bad one.
Max score now for Liz Johnson's 204 plus 6 would be 210 if she converts here. Which she slides it in front of it. Chris gets to pretty much enjoy these last 2 frames. Hopefully puts on a little show and strikes out.
First game against Watery Buildings.
And he missed it again. Oh, he
no.
made it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, normally after somebody wins, they celebrate and they buy their, compadres a round of drinks. But Chris won't buy anybody any drinks, and he'll ask everybody to buy him drinks tonight. So,
Okay.
Great bowling by Chris.
Yeah. It is the way it is for most of the top seeds. The top seed is the only one who can lose, actually. And she did not figure out the right lane scoring conditions. That's just not enough.
It's not going to cut it out here. Not when you're bowling somebody like Chris Barnes that, unfortunately, coming off the 267, I think Liz knows that she needed a big game to win, and it'll be interesting to hear her thought process on why she chose to finish on the right lane.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a great final here at Plaza Bowl in Saint-Maximin.
Chris asking the crowd to clap for Liz. She was the #1 seed. She out-averaged everyone back in Vegas.
Yeah, bowled a great tournament and finished second. Worth 10,000. A hug and a kiss for Chris, who will win this tournament with a score of maximum 237. Most probably
247.
247. Yeah, already 237. Yeah. So 245. Okay. Final score: Chris Barnes 245. Liz Johnson 182 plus 6 handicap 188 for Liz. And here's Lauren Walker with a trophy for Chris Barnes. He is the winner of the first WTBA International Open. Thanks, folks, for watching. I say goodbye and hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back next Sunday when we will have the live streaming of the Brunswick Euro Challenge.